Hi everyone, this is Cowie again from thriftymilitarymommy.com, and today I wanted to talk about the detox that I am doing. I'm not feeling totally up to par, but I do feel better. But as you can see, my wardrobe is still in my living room, but I have a feeling that I'm going to be able to get to it soon. I'm feeling a lot better. I still have a bit of a fog where I feel like my vision is a little bit blurry and I still have a little bit of a hard time focusing, but it is nothing like I felt the day that I made the video to explain to you guys what all my symptoms were and how I was feeling. And you can tell when you watch the video that I was feeling pretty awful. So here are the details of the detox that I am doing. By the way, before I talk about this, I just want you guys to know that I am not getting any compensation for this, which means I'm not getting paid for it. I was not asked to do a review. I am doing this because I am very, very pleased with my results so far. I've been doing this for a week now, 7 days to be exact. And so far, I feel infinitely better than I did when I first started it. So I wanted to document my own progress just for my own sake, and also because I figured that there's probably a lot of people out there who feel the same way that I did when I first started this, and in some ways I still kind of feel that way, just not near as extreme. And so I wanted this to be something that could help you guys in the future if you decide to do a detox. I've done the master cleanse and that did not help me out very much. I did it for 2 weeks the first time I did it, and then I did another time for another week. I think I did it for like 7 days, and it still was just, I mean, I felt a little bit better after I did it, but the whole time I did it I was very out of it. I just didn't feel good the whole time I did it, and it didn't, when I finished doing it, I didn't really feel any better. You know, I went right back to the way that I felt after I got off of the cleanse, so that didn't really help me. I've also done the Maker's Diet detox 3 times. The first time I did it, it did help me, but I was not near as extreme as I am now. So I'm thinking that maybe I needed something more like what I'm doing now, which is a Candida detox. If you don't know what the Candida is, then you have got to research it. It's very bad. It's very rampant, especially in our society. So it's an overgrowth of yeast, and it's really, really, really hard to get rid of because you can't fully eradicate it because our bodies need it. But if you have too much, then that's when it becomes out of control. So anyway, I just wanted to show you some of the supplements that I really like. Sorry, that's the ice cream truck going by. This isn't a supplement, obviously. It's a water bottle. I wanted to represent Herbalogica. You don't have to get this, but it does help. It does have measurements on here that you will need for doing the lemonade part, which I thought was kind of cool. Oh, there you go. These are the little measurements on there. And because I am so pleased with what Herbalogica has done for me, I wanted to go ahead and just get this, even though I know how to make the mixture without this, without the measurements on it. But that's just my thank you to Herbalogica. Another thing that I love is the anti-cellulite lotion. When I put this stuff on, it automatically firms my body up. Another thing that I love that I don't have with me right now, I'm sorry, is the exercise gel. That stuff's really interesting because when you put it on those areas that have cellulite on them, it gets the blood moving. So it helps you, first of all, it helps you detox, and then it also helps shed that those inches there, and it works right away, and I love it. It works really well for me. Here's another thing that I have, which is the appetite appeaser. This stuff is great because it helps with blood sugar. It keeps your blood sugar level, and like I don't know if I mentioned it already, but when I first started the detox, I've been doing it for 7 days now. When I first started it, I didn't have all the supplements. I had some of them, but I did not have all of them, and I was kind of skeptical as to whether I really needed them all. As you all know, I'm very thrifty. I don't like spending money. So I sort of slowly worked into it. And I wasn't totally convinced that they would all work, but as I started taking more and more of them, I was very surprised with my results. I just kept feeling more and more better. So I ended up just buying them all because they really do work. And this stuff is great. It has really helped with keeping my blood sugar level. I don't feel like I'm starving all the time. When I first started this, I wasn't taking the appetite appeaser, and I definitely felt like I was hungry all the time. Not anymore, because I take this stuff religiously now. The other thing that I like is this thing, the detox kit. Basically, if you're not as bad as I am, and you just maybe need a little bit of cleanse, you can just use this with a lemonade diet, with the lemonade part of the detox, and that stuff's really good. It cleanses your intestines and your vital organs like your kidneys and your liver, and gets all those toxins out. So anyway, those are just a few of the supplements, and if you're wondering, they are all herb-based. There are no fillers in them. There's no soy, no wheat. They're all gluten-free, and some of them are organic. They don't advertise it like as in they don't have the USDA organic seal on them, and I'm assuming that that's probably because the supplements are already expensive. They'd be even more expensive if they did the USDA seal on their supplements, because that's expensive to get. So anyway, that's just some of it. Like I said, I've been doing it for 7 days, and I already feel fantastic. I just found out from a friend of mine that I know through Facebook and through my Shackley business that my symptoms apparently were very similar to hers, where she couldn't focus and just had issues feeling weak all the time. And she found out she was gluten intolerant. I guess she said that it takes about 2 months for it to work out of the system. There are 2 kinds of detoxes through this program that you can do. You can do a 5-week program, and you can do a 12-week program, depending upon how severe it is. Like, for example, my family did it, my parents and my sister did it, and they only needed to do it for 5 weeks. They also got me a binder, thank goodness. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for giving me the binder, because I didn't have to pay for it, yay! But for me, they gave me the binder for the 5-week program, but for me, I'm going to have to do 12 weeks, so I'm just going to do the 5 weeks 2 times. So anyway, I'll put a link in my post that I write for this video that will take you over to Herbalogica, and hopefully you can find someone in your area who's doing the program, because they also do body wraps and infrared sauna and oxygen therapy during exercise. I've done the body wraps, and they are great. They definitely make you shed some weight. I've done the infrared sauna, but I only did that one time because I just couldn't. I didn't have the funds to do more at the time. I have not done the exercising, but I hear that that is wonderful, and I have heard a lot of great things about oxygen therapy that is really, really good for you, especially when it comes to things having to do with the brain. If you can't focus and you feel foggy, or stuff like that, and your muscles, it pumps your body full of oxygen, and your body really needs oxygen to detox and to get all the junk out of your body. I know we breathe in air, but because our air is so polluted these days, it's just not as good. So anyway, look into it, figure out how much you can spend, and go with that. I really if you have to save up to do this, I really recommend that you try it. It is wonderful. You can't put a price on health, unfortunately. But the thing is, this is not long term. This is just a short term type of thing. It may not be very fun at first, but in the long run, I know for me, I'll be doing a lot better, especially if I'm going the way that I'm going. I'll be feeling better. I'll be able to do a whole lot more, especially with my kids. and my family and whatnot. So yeah, just research it, see what's best for you, think about it, pray about it, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I would be happy to talk to you about it. All right. Again, this is Cowie from thriftyMilitaryMommy.com. Thanks for watching.